I was down on the field after the game late, and one of the security guys yells over to me, Jay, I thought I was about to get arrested. Like, what's up? Why'd they go for 2 at the end? To me, that is a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
Above all else, you're 3-8.
Yeah.
Try to win the game.
Yeah, and they were. And you look at the play, McNichols is wide open.
Dude, so when they set out in the empty set and McNichols was all the way on the outside, the end zone closest to us in the press box, so field left, and then they motion him back in, and you see why you do that is it shows the quarterback exactly what the coverage is. And then they loop him around, and then now Denver, one thing I'll give Denver credit for, especially defensively, they are who they are. They're going to come after you.
Yeah.
And they ran 0 blitz right there, and the play is wide open. McNichols walks into the end zone. Could Marcus have put a little more loft on it?
Yeah.
Sure. But Benito's also a stud. Like, that dude's probably an all-pro player.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you tip your cap. That dude made an outrageous play in that moment, and he's probably among the best young outside linebacker, like, because he does a little bit more than just a straight pass rusher. Going for 2 there, and I liked what DQ said after the game. He explained it as we viewed that as 2 possessions because we had the chance to tie it, then we had the chance to win it. And if you look at the clock, when they scored, there was 2:40 left in OT.
Mm-hmm.
The odds of maybe you can force a 3 and out, but it was the best Knicks had played was in overtime. Maybe you can force a 3 and out. Like, I'm not ignoring that possibility, but at that point, it's sudden death. At that point, all Denver needs is a field goal. So if you kick, they get a decent return, which my man Jake Moody was kicking to the 10. Did you notice that, Brian? They bring in this new young guy that isn't a leg either. Like, go find one of these kickers and go from 60.
Last night, though, I can see the ball traveling less.
Yeah, it was cold.
That wind was blowing, and that it was cold. Like, that's that when you kick that ball, you go, oh,
that's a rock.
I'm not kicking that too hard no more. I'm gonna just smooth that thing down there.
But my point is, so they score. If they do kick the extra point, which one just would have been cowardice. It just would have been like I always joke about the avoid disaster playbook. That's all that would have been. Like, we're just going to make this look good. We're not trying to win. So then you're kicking off with 2:40 left. Doesn't it feel like the way that game went, where Washington was throwing haymakers? The Commanders were swinging from their heels, giving it everything they got, but every time they swung, Denver had a response.
Mm-hmm.
If they kick the extra point, do you think it's more likely they get a 3 and out? Or Denver goes down and kicks a game-winning field goal?
Yeah, I think so. But listen, I had no problem with what they did. Soon as they scored, I said you got to go for 2. It's momentum here.
Totally.
You know, and the thing of it, you're not playing for a tie. I
3-8.
Yeah, I mean, they went for it, and when you see the play, Cliff drew up one that worked.
Totally.
And the ball, even, I don't know if Mariota could have sidearmed it, could have tried to put a little bit more loft or pump and then let it fly. Because I think he had enough room to do a pump and still zip the ball to him. But in the moment,
Benito was closing fast.
In the moment, you let it go.
Right.
But if he pump fake, Benito's jumping.
Yeah.
He's not going to keep rushing.
Yeah.
So he's going to jump, and then boom, when he's on his way down, you zip that thing right past him.
DQ on the decision to go for 2. That was the strategy all along. Honestly, it was a play that we liked. We got batted down, but against the man-to-man, that's one that we practice a lot, and we liked it. So, I hate the outcome, but there was no hesitation. I knew before the drive started, hey, we're going to score, and we're going for 2. Then you're in all 4-down territory, so it's more strategy in that way.
Yep.
Zero. Like, I think I've talked about this a bunch. Like, Dan Quinn is very much enjoying the fruits of last year's labor when it comes to the benefit of the doubt in a lot of coaching decisions. And injuries have played such a significant factor that it's hard to really assess what has happened this year.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have a lot of NFL coaches ride an 8-game losing streak with as cool of a seat as he has.
Mhm.
And I've been. I think it's fair to point that out, and I've pointed it out repeatedly as this losing streak continues to grow and grow and grow. I am not hesitant to question the head coach. I have zero questions about that decision. That was the right decision.
I mean,
1,000%.
as I stated earlier, they go for the extra point. Denver gets it and go and score. I guarantee the same people that would be questioning the fact that they went for 2 will be saying, why didn't they go for 2?
Right.
And I'm at that point, I don't have to hear what people have to say. Because the thing about a coach has to make decisions that he can live with, not that makes us all satisfied and comfortable. And when you see the play was designed and it was one that would work if you just get the ball to him.
I mean,
because like I saw the Denver linebacker running like he did something. Dude, you were beat. Shut up.
I mean, they're just celebrating in the moment. There's no other, dude. If they tie it, would be one of the. Is there? Let's be like. I'm going to ask. But I wish Jeff was here because he's in deep state Twitter, right? Is there a chorus of they should have kicked it last night, Landy? Are people saying that? Because I
haven't heard anybody except for that security guard.
The security guard for sure was saying it. Were you working the phones last night, Chris?
Yeah, I was actually. So I was just telling these guys, we had an interesting call last night from one guy that was like, well,
was he hammered?
No, but he was like, if you go for the kick, he's like, you could be just spoiling for Denver because a tie essentially is a loss to them. So if your defense can hold them preventing a field goal, you could essentially give them a loss by just kicking the one. But that still relies on your defense, which looked terrible in overtime to actually hold.
Yeah, I mean, the defense gave up the one big play.
But like if they get a tie, hell, right now a tie is helping Green Bay in many facets. It may help them. It may not hurt them.
Well, I mean, for Denver though, it could mess with Denver's playoff chances or whatever.
But if they're sitting at
Washington's job is not to mess with Denver's playoff.
But if somebody ends up 8-5 and Denver's 8-4-1.
I mean, I hear
you. 8-4-1 is better.
There is still an impact though that could have had maybe down the road.
I think that dude.
That's overstretching.
Yeah,
that's a little bit
whoever
worried
that
about
caller is, like, has sex with the lights on. Like that's just like the nerdiest. That's the nerdiest take.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know, man.
Something I want to see the facial expression. See what's happening.
That is just such a ridiculous. Like, well, actually,
guy's a Chiefs fan, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he could have been.
All right, I'm glad. I think we can officially put to rest the why did they go for 2? It was the right call. DQ.
They were trying to win the game.
Yeah, dude. You know what you try to do when you've lost 7 in a row? Win the freaking game.
I got a text that says FCC on line 1 again.
I don't even think I said anything bad.
You didn't.
Yeah.
I said you want to see a facial expression. What's wrong with that?
You said that.
But I'm saying, what's wrong with that? I said facial expression. Joey, you may not know what you're doing.
Tell Joey I'm never cutting the track here. There is plenty to be critical of. Not the call late. I don't get that.
You know how it is though, man.
Yeah, I thought
when the piranhas start circling, bro, they can just wait for anything to go for.
Totally. I mean, if you look at this game last night, Washington gained 420 yards of offense. Washington controlled possession throughout.
You're playing against the number 1 rated defense, right?
Midway in the third quarter, they were 6 of 7 on third down. Like they were
against the number 1 ranked defense, right?
Depending on the metric, top 5 in all metrics.
Well, top 5 is damn good in the NFL.
Right.
And you're playing against them and you're working them. Houston is number 1 now because in the last 3 games, they have destroyed
outrageous.
People. But this was the number 1 sack team. They got to him twice.
Yeah.
They had 49.5 coming into that game.
Mariota showed guts last night because he was getting lit up. And they were running him a lot because they needed it.
It's going to happen like that sometimes.
I mean, you
don't get to fall on pillows just because you're a quarterback in the NFL, man.
Totally, dude. I thought Marcus's just the human effort involved last night was truly tremendous. The pick was brutal, missed some throws. When Marcus misses, it's high. You notice that? Like his miss is high, man.
Mm-hmm.
Also, dude, All right, I'm going to try to break. I'm going to try to break on time. I did want to talk about Laramie Tunsil and that left leg that starts moving early. Nobody go anywhere. It's BMitch and Finlay.